month. There are support groups once a month, as well as rules class every single week with the doctors themselves.
Okay, this is a ride in the morning, 10 till 7, going from Olathe to downtown Kansas City.
I would say go for it. You don't really have anything to lose.
After about 48 hours of snow and sleet. Not that that's important, but that's kind of the road conditions we might have along the way. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. This is just for fun. See what it's like to drive I-35 northbound all the way into downtown Kansas City, Missouri. It's about 0 degrees and a wind chill, so it's definitely negative. Probably -4. My car will tell me here in a few minutes.
If you love fashion and you love a sale, I've got good news for you. Budget Lines is having a Window Fashions event this month. Save $100 off every $500 you spend. Speaking of fashion, no one has more window coverings, styles, fabrics, and colors than Budget Lines. Just like a
Leaving the neighborhood.
change your whole wardrobe. New window coverings can change the whole look of your home. Right now,
Getting on one of Olathe's
$100
main
off
streets.
every $500 you spend. There's never been a better time to shop. Plus, get great advice with a free personal design consultation from Budget Lines. Why shop online and risk costly mistakes? We do the measuring, installing, and warranty every product we sell. Celebrate Fashion Month with $100 in your free personal design consultation. But hurry, this incredible deal ends soon. To get $100 off and a free design consultation, call 1-800-960-0898. That's 1-800-960-0898. 1-800-960-0898.
This is 119th Street going west to get onto I-35 northbound. A lot of traffic. This isn't the norm for this time in the morning. Rush hour starts in a few minutes, but not normally right now at 5 till 7.
Donations were offered in exchange for volunteer hours completed by Disney employees that they are more. Stocks are plummeting in free market trading over international jitters involving the the situation between the Ukraine and Russia. Dow futures off by 132 points right now. Nasdaq futures lower by 35. S&P 500 futures dropping by 18. Join me today at 11 on AM 1660, the KMBB Business Channel. Krista Claus, KMBB Business.
What is it that you're looking forward to? Is it spring break? Maybe it's tossing the ball around this summer. Whatever it is that you haven't had
Move
enough
on through
energy
the line. I don't want to
for
stop.
so long. Time to call Live the Life and get your life back. In case I
Nice
can talk about Live the Life, I lost 43 pounds and I kept it off for 5 years. It is quick. It is easy. It is fun. I've done it. Nancy's done it. She's lost well over 100 pounds with Live for Life. Lisa, what's your favorite fun program? What's the biggest change that you've noticed? There you go. Right, Live for Life today. Let's start. We have 30-day program for just $30 exclusive of supplements right below Live for Life. 30 days for $30 for a limited time only. 10 Kansas City locations, including Central, free no obligation consultation. Just go to slimkc.com to find the location near you. Call 816-730-SLIM, 816-730-SLIM, 816-730-7546. Together on the line. This is Kevin. What do you need on you're not a proper person, are you? You don't want to affect your life. Maybe you didn't care at the time. You don't have the slightest idea of how to put potential impossible. Or maybe you thought of so many ways to work from the beginning to the left feels like desperate landscape. You want to add a sunroom to the deck in the garden room. Whether you have no ground confidence, you want to renovate, or you need to buy
Can't see the lanes of the road at all.
Right in the middle, and from this old house,
Here we go.
your dream.
There's a lane.
I'm Bill Rocky, back in the night. You won't find me hanging around at 10 or 3 o'clock in the food store, hoping to go home with someone and crash their house. You can find me at bcoutdoor.com. Call 816.
This is the 119 on-ramp to 935.
You're ready to join the renovation nation, but don't have the skills or the time to DIY. Or maybe you just prefer no stress extra. For a rock-solid investment...
It's a negative 6 degrees according to the car. Add a wind chill to that, though. It's probably negative 10. It is slick. Snow, the roads have been plowed, but we've had some aftermath. So the roads are slick again, but I think I-35 is going to be clear. Yeah, it's clear. Definitely smelling a skunk right now. He's a little close. Who knows, we might witness an accident on this film. Roads are clear though. Going 70. Right where I want to be. I'm going to stay out of the left lane. Normally I'd be in that left lane, but in a day like today, I'll just take it easy.
As for what the U.S. might do, economic sanctions most likely. Military action, unlikely. World financial markets down due to the crisis in Ukraine. President Obama welcomes Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to the White House today. Obama expects to ask Netanyahu to move forward in peace talks with the Palestinians. Maybe Mark sure looks and feels like
We're about 20 miles from downtown Kansas City.
Temperatures in the teens. There's no precipitation right now. Many roads are coated with almost patches of ice, despite the best efforts of sanding crews. Stranded airline passengers are sleeping like cots as flight information boards filled with cancellations, and hundreds of thousands of kids are out of school today. Another winter storm bears down. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas, 4 inches.
about 15 minutes, this traffic will be much different. It'll be car to car all the way, bumper to bumper. So it's good to get on I-35 before 7 if you can.
Who really deserves the blame when your side streets don't get flat?
And Kansas City on display from GOP leaders today.
In court,
Josh, from the rails off to a good start. We look ahead to the week of hoops. And in business news,
When March Madness is a look for basketball fans on Coca-Cola.
The left shoulder is not usable at all.
Right now, 7:03.
So if there's a sudden need to stop, I won't be pulling over the head, which happens a lot.
it would seem that we had all snowfall get in here in the single digits yesterday. That just because it's pulled 5 feet above the ground doesn't mean it pulls thousands of feet above the ground. And that moisture was falling through the atmosphere, a little warm air helped those sectors to warm up that moisture, and then it was freezing in and falling in sleet.
The metro saw about 3 to 5 inches of snow, but the bigger storm reporting Arctic air. Yesterday was actually one for the record books. We had a high of 5, the coldest high temperature in March ever. Wind chills this morning expected anywhere from -20 to -25, 2 more hours on a wind chill advisory this morning.
And 2 things you need to know. Most of the schools are closed. It's on a complete list at kmbc.com. On the East Coast, certainly Washington, D.C. getting slammed today with freezing rain and then a lot of snow on top of it. So you'll want to check flytci.com before you head for the airport. Because we've learned so many airlines are canceling flights in advance if they think the weather's going to be bad.
If you're seeing rough spots out there, text us 22980. It's the KMBZ text line. You can send us a tweet to @KMBZ
We have a
Radio.
sunshiny morning. That's good for
Twitter argument with one of our longtime listeners.
the snow and ice, maybe by
saying that I
afternoon.
brought all this cold weather back with me. It was here when I got home.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Not my fault.
You were sending pictures and cursing to me as your plane descended upon Kansas City.
Let's check out Johnny Rollins right now. He is in News Chopper 9, high above the metro, as he checks out the problems on the roadways this morning. Johnny, it just depends on where you are, whether or not it's dicey or not, right?
Well, you know what, EG, I think if it was horrible, we'd certainly know by now with a ton of accidents, and we just don't have that. We've got one accident on 9 Highway where a car crossed over from the eastbound to the westbound lanes, wiped out a road sign in the process, but didn't make contact with anybody westbound, so that one turned out to be not bad at all. See a little bit of snow on some of the highways, but it's really not going to be that much for it to be a factor, so the interstates, freeways are going to be fine. It's just going to be one of those days where if you're careful, you're going to be just fine. If you get distracted, get off the side of the road a little bit on the highways, you could get into some snow, and that's when we see some spin-outs and stuff like that, and some slide-offs. But right now, not horrible by any means, and we said early on, a lot of this was sleet, and that sleet really affords you a lot more traction than any other kind of frozen precipitation we have. Certainly some of the sleet did get packed down, and it starts to melt a little bit and turn icy, but of course we haven't seen any melting for the last couple of days either, that's for sure. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back down to you.
Thanks, Johnny. He'll be with us, of course, when we do traffic and weather together again in about 4 minutes here on KMBZ, including an exclusive look at the Northlands.
How many times have you complained to anyone within earshot, why don't your streets get plowed, your side streets?
Right.
Well, KMBZ's Mike Phillips went along for a ride to find out what exactly happens, and he says you could be to blame.
With more than 6,000 miles of streets to clear, crews in Kansas City are usually busy for days. They work 12-hour shifts to get it done, but the biggest reason for that long timetable is because of drivers. I had the chance to ride in a snowplow following this weekend's storm. I got a first-hand look at what it's like to clear the roads in Overland Park, because not only do snowplow drivers have to worry about the big blade in front, but the one on the side.
Our biggest issue is front cars, without a doubt, and the traffic during the day. It gets tough when traffic doesn't give you the distance.
Stephen Mustaine has been a snowplow driver for the past 4 years. Because the plows have to slow down, it adds an extra 10 to 20 minutes per street, means they likely won't get to your house for maybe a half hour or longer. Mike Phillips, KMBZ News.
Tough winter, but Kansas City Public Works spokesman Sean Demery says the city's snow removal budget is in good shape. The way they have it set up in 2 different accounts basically means they have almost $7 million to deal with the snow. So far this year, they've only spent about $4 million of that.
The Kansas City City group bidding for the 2016 Republican Convention has submitted its proposal. KNBC's Bill Brady reports today it's show and tell.
10 o'clock our time this morning, a cadre of VIPs will make a one-hour sales pitch to Republican Party brass. Before heading to Washington over the weekend, dress rehearsals were held. Sprint Center General Manager Brenda Tennant is ready for the curtain to go up.
We have a small video
About halfway
and
there.
a few slides, and then Mayor James and Mayor Holland will be speaking, and the rest of the group. We would impress you.
With an economic benefit of up to $250 million for the metro area, there's a lot at stake. The bid panel says if Kansas City is picked for a
Temperature's
visit by the
coming
site
up. It's
selection
now
committee,
-1
and the
from a
2016
-6.
practically
Moving
slammed
out of
down.
Olathe.
Bill Brady, KNBC.
We're about at
It's
Mission, Kansas
7:07 now
now.
as Kansas City's morning news continues. Missouri drivers could be able to buy a higher blend of ethanol gasoline by this summer.
About
A
to
proposed
enter
rule that
Missouri.
allows the sale of gasoline with a 15% ethanol blend has been on hold since last October when it was temporarily blocked by a Missouri legislative committee. To permanently stop the rule, the full legislature would need to pass a resolution by Monday, but that isn't going to happen, meaning the ethanol rule will be on track. It's unclear how many Missouri gas stations will offer E15.
Kansas City Public Schools have drawn a lot of attention lately, but another metro school district will be sweating it out this week. The audit of the Hickman Mills district will be made public tomorrow, and the district hopes to shine after years of poor performance. The new superintendent, Des Carpenter, launching a new growth plan, which includes a universal pre-kindergarten program, a concentrated center for ninth graders, and an alternative school. With Cerner planning to build that $4.3 billion campus at the old Bannister Mall site, people in the area hope
Left
the school
Overland
district
Park.
can build on good things that are happening in their community.
Coming up on Kansas City's morning news, the fallout from Obamacare continues,
Mission,
and the new
Kansas, I
catchphrase,
think, is
cash
around
is
here.
king. We'll talk more about it coming up. After traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s. It is 7:09 now as Kansas City's morning news continues. This is the only place where you get exclusive reports on both sides of the state line and in the Northland. Let's begin high above the Kansas sign. Here's Johnny Rollins. Johnny, you with me? Mage, you there?
Yeah, I am. Johnny was going to jump in there. I heard him just a second, but okay. Well, I'll tell you what, on the Kansas side, we do have an accident just coming in now. It's going to be on the ramp from southbound 69 highway to eastbound 435. And they're saying injuries with this. Again, that's southbound 69, the Overland Parkway to eastbound 435. So look for crews on the scene there. Looks like that is starting to back up a little bit as well. Going to find I-70 inbound from the Missouri side, certainly starting to load up now from Lee Summit Road on up to Blue Ridge Boulevard. So probably about 18 minutes on your run 291 highway to downtown. And westbound 435 starting to heavy up out of the triangle a little bit as well. Now let's check the Northland with Scott Welgus.
We're working that crash 9 highway just north of 635 in front of Park Hill South High School. Looks like a car hit a snowy patch and skated across the median, spun out there. Injuries reported. Doesn't look all that serious, so hopefully very minor injuries, if any at all. Southbound I-35 from I-29 down to the Kid Pond Bridge. About 8-9 minutes on your travel time there. A little slow. And again, just a warning, I guess, for lack of a better word, about the Heart of America Bridge. It doesn't look like it's been touched. Man, well, I take that back. It's probably been hit once, but still snow-covered, completely snow-covered on the Heart of America Bridge 9 highway, so watch out for that. That's your look up north. Thank you.
Brought to you by University of St. Mary. Earn a degree of difference with KC's most flexible MBA program online, on ground, or a convenient blend of both. Apply today at stmary.edu.
60 miles an hour.
Success. Major miles, KMDZ.
Pretty good for these
traffic.
conditions.
Channel 9 meteorologist Aaron Little's taking a look at the forecast. Okay, we've got it. When do we get rid of it? All right, let's get to it, Ellen. We've got a cold air for today, but we're going to be moving out of the deep freeze starting tomorrow afternoon. We'll see a high near 30 degrees for tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. Readings in the 40s as we're heading towards Thursday and Friday. So we will move out of the deep freeze. It's just going to take us a few days in between now and then, tracking another light chance. Very light, very isolated, but worth a mention, we could see a few rain and snow showers as we're heading towards Wednesday. From Channel 9, I'm meteorologist Aaron Little, KMBZ Weather.
7-11 now on KMBZ. First gates and baby monitors. Now the Sandy Screamer? latest on this innovation.
They call it something else.
It's made to keep the little ones at bay. We'll tell you all about it coming up at 7:20.
A Leawood doctor is fed up with government regulations and changes in the insurance industry.
That's why Dr. Troy Burns, who owns Pro Partners MD, is going to a new direct pay system, allowing his patients to pay a monthly fee in exchange for an all-access pass to doctors and testing.
We're definitely in Missouri. I didn't notice when we entered it, but we are there. Kansas City, Missouri.
Relates to what insurance companies, how they're structuring their agreements with physicians, and the reimbursement keeps
From here on, we'll see little glimpses of the skyline of downtown.
7:12 now as Kansas City's morning news continues to talk a little bit more about the Oscars last night. One of the big hits apparently.
We're less than 10 minutes away.
Ellen DeGeneres had Big Mamas and Papas bring in pizza for the entire crowd. Apparently, it's like her favorite pizza place. She orders pizza from there all the time for her show. Apparently, they fed the entire crowd.
Out of her pocket or the Oscar budget?
Probably
There's
the
a
Oscar
skyline
budget,
up ahead.
Apparently, some of the
Looks
buzz
very
was about
far
the guy
away,
who
but
brought
it's
the pizza.
not.
Was he an actor? Was he
We'll
not
be
an
there
actor?
pretty quick.
He's the delivery guy.
Do you know the name Idina Menzel?
No.
She's big on Broadway. She was in Wicked. She was in Glee for a couple of years.
Okay.
John Travolta apparently didn't know her either. She sang the Oscar song Let It Go from the movie Frozen, and he mispronounced her name.
They performed the Oscar-nominated, gorgeously empowering song, Let It Go, from the Oscar-winning.
We're maintaining a pretty good speed. Normally, conditions like this slow the traffic down really bad.
Who?
Adele Dazeem.
That isn't even close.
Idina Menzel. And please, John, it's okay to go gray.
Still 60 miles an
That
hour.
hair color is so unnatural.
7:13 now. Sports is next on KMDC.
Currently, 300,000 Kansas Cityans don't have health insurance. If you're one of them or know someone who is, you should know right now that everyone is eligible for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City health insurance. That's everyone. Even you, I got denied.
Just
And
last
you, I
week,
lost my job. And you,
a
it's
semi-truck flipped over, started on fire, caused major traffic jam right through here. I drove through the smoke. They had to shut I-35 down for a few hours. Completely shut it down. Cars had to turn around in their place and go back the other way and get off of an exit.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. Live fearless. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City is an independent.
The driver was safe.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Are you getting tired of hearing the words affordable care? More importantly, do you have affordable health care? Not just health insurance, but convenient and efficient health care from a doctor who knows you and is available whenever you need it. A new health care law and an insurance policy.
This is the home
guarantee
stretch
access
into
to your doctor.
downtown.
An innovative new program at Pro Partners MD does exactly that.
It's just the sunshine causing the traffic to slow down.
Relationship between you and your doctor that dramatically improves the convenience and efficiency of care.
Normally we can cruise right on through here.
Pro Partners MD direct members
It's pretty
have
bright.
24/7 access to their doctor and access to all tests, treatments, and preventive services that Pro Partners MD is known for at no additional cost. Pro Partners MD Direct is affordable care that's ideal for any man who wants to know he has a doctor when he needs it.
That didn't work.
Members are signing up now. There are a limited number of members.
Washer fluid is frozen.
913-451.
Oh, and it is 0 degrees now in Kansas City, Missouri.
776. Or get all the details at
I can't see anything.
ProPartnersMDDirect.com.
Okay.
On Kansas City's morning news
Now I
station
can't.
Sports, the Royals off and running in the Cactus League. The Royals get 2 home runs from Mike Moustakas in a 5-3 win over the Cubs on Sunday to move to 3-1 in Cactus League play. Moustakas homered in the second off of Edwin Jackson and a 2-run shot off Carlos Villanueva in the third. Eric Hosmer also added 3 hits. Wade Davis, Giordano Ventura, 2 candidates for the 5th spot in the Royals rotation. Each allowed
We need to
1
get in
hit
that right
2
lane.
scoreless innings.
Try
Manager
to
Ned
up
Yost on their outing.
I was impressed with
We're going to exit onto 14th Street.
His breaking ball had great depth to it. Really, really good changeup. A lot of life. Ventura looked great. Pleased with the pitching end of it, too.
Royals today at the White Sox for a 2:05 start on 610 Sports Radio. Jeremy Guthrie on the mound today. Also scheduled to pitch.
This is where we need to be.
And Lewis Coleman. Royals reliever Guillermo Mota is calling it quits after 14 Major League seasons. The 40-year-old has announced his retirement. He signed in January.
Those peelers are Bartle Hall.
Basketball. The week ahead.
Those are considered art work.
Wednesday at 7 here on 98.1 FM. KMBZ. Tigers in a four-way tie for 6th in the SEC.
Bartle Hall's at Kansas City Convention Center.
K-State on the big Monday stage tonight in a four-way tie for 2nd in the Big 12 at 10 and 6. They're at Oklahoma State tonight at 8. Fifth-ranked Kansas will drop in the polls later today, despite winning the Big 12 outright on Saturday, even with the loss in Oklahoma State, 72-65, 13-3. Their final home game.
25 minutes so far.
Kevin Harvick, your winner at Phoenix.
We should reach our destination in 5
Dale
minutes.
Earnhardt Jr. finished 2nd. We check sports at 15 to 45 past the hour in Kansas City's morning news and all day long on 610 Sports Radio. I'm Josh Klimler, KBC Sports.
For those of you up and at it before dawn, or working well into the night. For the entrepreneurs who believe long before the cash started flowing.
Here's the Marriott to the right.
Business owner
Brick
who
building,
just
square
dreamed,
brick
but
building.
chased the dream down and now live it daily, relishing every challenge and loving every minute. The Hartford has been right behind you for more than 200 years.
Never know what to expect on this ramp,
And the unexpected.
so we'll take it very
Prepare
slow.
and protect your company and the people who make it home. So that when the unforeseen happens, you don't just endure, you prevail. In business insurance, employee benefits, auto and home insurance, we're proud to help more than 1 million small business customers. Play on. If you're not one of them, talk to your agent or go to thehartford.com/playon to learn more. Property and casualty coverage provided by Hartford Fire Insurance Company and affiliates Hartford, Connecticut. Other coverage provided by Hartford Life and Accident Insurance Company.
Are you 3 years beyond I can't stand it? McIntyre Man pulls the rug out from under all your excuses. See store for details on financing. Choose any leaves carpet, the only place in town that carries leaves. Get 3 years, same as cash. The Mulligan do-over. If your spouse hates your choice, McIntyre Man allows you 120 days for a swap out. The carpet, not the spouse. The price match guarantee. Our hometown boys are leaders in Carpet One, the nationwide buying co-op. McIntyre beats the billionaire and any guy in an orange apron. If you own rental properties, drilling bulldogs, or fixing to move, save up to 70% at McIntyre's Clearance Center. Giant bargain rolls in the back room. I-35 in Lamar. See samples at all their stores. Don't take your shoes off again till you vote with your feet. Walk into the McIntyre Man carpet and flooring near you 7 days a week. Before a company arrives, they will measure and install in-stock flooring in 48 hours.
This is 14th Street.
100 people set up in my office in 3 hours. RedMobCatering.com. The flights are going for 87 Saturday at midnight.
That's Bartle Hall to the right.
400-person wedding, free food, staff, and linen. RedMobCatering.com.
Here's the pillars.
Morning News. Grandma's Office Catering brings us traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s. We check both sides of the state line. We check the Northland as well. And we'll start it off with Johnny Rollins.
That's the DST building, one of them. I think that building is American Century. Foley Theater. That's Barney Ellis Plaza. That's where they have the Chihuahua Parade. Plenty of other things. That's the one I can think of, though.
Again, a lot of the kids do have school off school today, so that would lighten this up a little bit as far as traffic volume. Now, Scott has a check with the Northland.
Lots of construction down here.
Looks like a heavy push here. Looks like a stop car something on the Missouri River Bridge, south on 435. They're bunching up to 10 highway, southbound I-35 in from Liberty.
We have to go straight, but it's blocked off. And I might go anyway if there's no cars coming. Yeah, we're going to go down the wrong way to get to this parking garage.
Next update coming up at 7:29. Major miles KMBZ traffic.
Okay.
Forecast is in rough shape too with these wind chills. Here's
Turning into a parking garage.
Good morning to you, Ellen. Wind chill advisories are in effect for Kansas City this morning until 9 o'clock. Temperatures are below zero and wind chills near 20 degrees below zero. To get us started for this Monday, we will see plenty of sunshine for today, but no warmth. 8 degrees by the lunch hour and a high of only 16 this afternoon.
That was an effortless trip. No traffic jam, which is pretty amazing. We have traffic jams all the time. These are not the best conditions to be driving.
Working hard this morning in Kansas City. They have over 3,000 miles to plow. Crew state regardless of what town you're in. Park on one side of the street.
We're going up to the 4th floor.
So that they can get through and plow.